Hey guys, and welcome to What's in the Box Wednesday, Awesome Friends Edition. Oh, in general, I just have awesome friends and great people around me. I love, who, sometimes you have friends and you see something and it reminds you of them. It could be, oh, that beautiful necklace, or oh, whatever. So I have awesome friends who, when they see squirrels, they think of me. Squirrels, bacon, bad jokes. I guess you don't see bad jokes, hear bad jokes. Anyway, there's something going on outside my window and I'm being distracted by it, so I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Anywho, so my awesome friend Sandy, who does our beautiful house of white rock necklaces, was set up at an event, and if you have not seen her stuff, she has this incredible setup down at River West Antique Mall in Madison, Indiana. But she sets up at like the Streamcliff Farm events, the Chandelier Barn Mart, like it's just amazing stuff. I tagged her in a little reel we did with her necklaces coming into the shop. I want to show you like the new ones that I am so in love with. These are all handcrafted. Like everything she does is hand done. Let me see how I can show you these. Hang on. I know. Don't get seasick. Hang in there, folks. These are from Found Butterfly Wings. So she is in a beautiful farm and everything, and it doesn't want to focus, but these are just so stunning, and they're so delicate. We only have a few of these. The light is not doing them justice. And then we've got all of these restocked. We got a ton of the Faith. We've got a ton more of the sassy stuff. But anywho, the butterfly wings are so fragile to work with, and they're like found butterflies. She told me the name of it. I think that was a moth, but I can't remember because, duh, it's me. And if it's not written down right in front of my face, I'm not remembering it. So she was set up at this event, and she sent me this picture. She's like, I saw this and I thought of you. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the best ever. And it was still there at the end. So I went to pick it up. And you're going to die. It's a lamp carved out of a root with carved squirrels on it. And those are little tiny pine cones. If this is not the best thing ever. So the light shade is not the greatest, and I may either dye it or put some cool new fabric over it. I'm not sure. But oh my gosh, isn't this great? It does not have any there's like these little spots where they did like like risers or something on it, or probably these little pads. Anywho, oh my gosh, best friends ever. Awesome, right? I know. So when I went to see her, I went down, and it was just coincidence. We were hoping we would, anyway, squirrel, two of them, we would overlap, and we did, which was great. And I'm walking around, and of course, I'm not going to pick anything up, and then, so much for self-control. So she had this, in her booth, she had this amazing print. It's framed, and of course I took it out of the frame so I could look at it and photograph it. Now look at this. Vintage, this is old, this is antique. This is from probably like 1907 through like maybe 1911, 1913. Very much late Edwardian period, but very much, so I've not been able to identify her as like a famous, well-known actress or stage person, but what I have been able to figure out is a lot of these era portraits like this are suffragettes, community leaders from the era, traveling speakers, things like that. It's a very daytime dress. Younger women were usually photographed sort of like this. She's not what they would have considered a younger woman from that era, if you can see her face. There are no markings or names. I like dissected it and everything, but it's really, I just love that photo. And it is an actual, it has the silver on it, so there's no pixelation. I don't know if you can, there's a sheen. Can you kind of see the sheen in the black? That's this silver gelatin, right? Like right in here. That's this silver gelatin from an actual photograph. And if you see right here where that table leg is, that's actually where someone put their thumb or finger on it at some point in time and had oils that interacted with it. Anyway, my mom did photography. We had a dark room in our house when we were little. We had a lot of fun in there. It was dark. Woo! No, it had a red light. Anyway, but you learn a lot of stuff that you never know that you'll apply later in life. Anyway, yeah, so that's really cool. I really want to take that home and hang it up in my closet. I have like a bright, open, it's not open, it's a compact space, but it's very tall because it's in an old house. And I think that would look cool. I have to decide. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, anywho, what else did I find? I found this really cool old store sign. It says boys sweaters, right? And old signs weren't printed on a computer. They were painted. I can't talk today. They were painted. So you can feel the paint. But on this one, I love that you can still see their pencil marks for the grid on it. And they just used old cardboard, things like that. And then this would have hung in a sign slot. But isn't that cool? That's all hand done. I love hand done signs. If you remember the old shop where I was, I had Steve Bickus come up and he hand painted our logo on those big garage, that big garage picture window. It was so cool to see. So I also picked this up and I haven't done a deep dive on it. Now it's on old masonite board, like this crunchy stuff here. And there is a little note on the back that says something colonial girl or council gold. I don't know. Look, can you tell me what that says? I can't. But it has a layer of the shellacked. It got shellacked and has, you know, the shellac has started to brown. That happens. It's just very pretty and intriguing. So I'm going to do a deep dive on that later. Of course I am. Because that way I can dodge doing real work here at the shop. Because I'm learning things. Ooh, gotta watch that. Can't get all the attitude right now. I also picked up, look at this little seed bead coin purse. Vintage metal zip. I don't want to like kill it. Don't ruin it, Ange. It feels like there might be fabric stuck in the zipper, the lining. Let's see. Do you want to watch me struggle with this? There's nothing inside of it. Do you want to watch me struggle with it, or should I just move on to the next one? Okay. Let's move on to the next one. This one is really pretty. This is this beautiful little beaded bag, right? And as I was looking at it, inside was great. Look, I mean, this is beautiful. Inside of it, how am I gonna, come here, are these little shells. Now what's cool about these shells is these were made into buttons. Can you see the buttonholes right there? Maybe. They're kind of hard for me to, right there. See, all of them were buttons. By the way, this is a great gift for Dad if you need it. Father's Day's coming. But these are beautiful. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them back in here. Because a lot of times when we find things like books that have little things inside of them, we keep them all together because they've been together this long. We're going to keep them together. When we find like scarves in a coat pocket or something, we keep it with that coat because that's where it belongs, right? So we do that. I just think that that's important. So I picked this up. I'm not sure why. I'm not a doll person like this. Like, I just thought she was fancy. And I don't know if she came like that or if someone made it. But on the bottom, it says Catherine of Aragon. So I don't know. I haven't even investigated this. Another rabbit hole, another chance to go dodge other work. All right. Just thought this was beautiful. Elizabeth, made in England by Johnson Brothers, right? Oh my gosh, wait, do you see these glasses I have? Oh, I just love the red transfer wear. Okay, don't find these as often as I used to. This is a Budweiser beer glass. Yes, this is the size beer used to be. Yes. Don't believe me? I don't care. I know what I'm talking about there. Ha! Anyway, I used to find these all the time. Now they're getting harder and harder to find. There's something on the inside of it. Oh, I can deal with that later, right? Yes, Angie, deal with that later. Here we go. These, I've not seen this pattern before. I love when I find a new pattern. I hope you can see these. Do you see? Now these are like juice size. So you see how big they are or small? These are like juice size. They're actually big for a juice glass. But I have 3 of them. And the ink on them are amazing. They almost look like, feel like the pimento cheese jars that were glasses as well. So I haven't even oh shit, I'm not getting anything else done today. I'm just gonna be like rabbit hole on all of this. But aren't they cool? I wish there was 4, but I'll be happy with 3. But will I really? Maybe, I don't know. Okay. This cookbook I found interesting. 1, because I don't cook. But I love cookbooks. Is that weird? It could be. So this is the Searchlight recipe book. Now, when I flipped it open, what really intrigued me were how it's all done like this, right? I thought that was really cool. Then I started reading the foreword. So this was first printed in 1931. This printing was done in 1958. That's a lot of printing. That's a lot of demand. But what's interesting is in the foreword, it says, in order to publish a recipe book that would meet the needs of the homemaker, 1,000 questionnaires were sent to readers of Household, that's a magazine in a day, who were known to be especially interested in food preparation. The final plan is in keeping with the majority of the suggestions received. This book is designed to be helpful to young as well as experienced homemakers. Each recipe was contributed by a reader of Household, developed by the magazine's food specialist. So I thought that was really interesting. And you just have all these tabs all the way down. the first part is like the basics. General directions. Like, what are the average equivalents? I just thought it was really cool. So, yeah. Right? Okay, we got more Bibles that came in. You know, I'm always stocking Bibles. You know, that it's just, we sell a lot of Bibles. So we have this one that was Christmas 2011. Love Bonnie, Aunt Bonnie. This just probably looks almost like a First Communion Bible that you would have received. This is the Holy Bible Illustrated. This one, I don't know if it's original to this box. Oh, yes, it is. It is a bridal Bible. Has some paperwork in there. I didn't even look at it. It is personalized on the front. 1966. So very cool. It'll stay in the box that it came with because that's a thing. I like keeping things together. I'm not going to be the Yoko who broke up the band. Now, this book is not a Bible. It's called Growing Up, and it shows how the story of how we become alive, are born, and grow up. 1945. I don't want to get anybody in trouble with that, you know. But it has chapters like, can you read that? But then it then goes into talk about mating, and then it shows you like a peacock. But it does talk about human reproduction in here, and animals, and like from egg to baby, all sorts of stuff. Growing Up, that's a good one. Here's the lampshade I didn't like. It's just not right for the lamp, right? It's just not right for that lamp. Nope. I have to booger with that. Of course I will, because that's what I do. And oh, I found another pair of antlers. Like, oh, I could not think of the words. The words weren't wording. Oh my gosh, I'm way over time. I have to get. You guys have a wonderful day. Come see us. We're here today through Sunday. If you are following along with the mysterious happenings in the shop, we've had a couple more that were sounds and things like that. But we do have the group that came in like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. They are coming back on the 27th. We will keep you updated on the happenings. And I have been asked, like, how did you catch it on video? We have security cameras all around, inside and outside the shop. So it's, they're triggered by movement, but they also record passively, so I can go back and look through everything. So yeah, that's how we're catching some of it. But to me, it was just weird we had that many in that short a time. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the sunshine. If it rains, enjoy the rain as well. All right, take care. See you. Bye.